Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be giving you all my opinion and details that I found that could address some of the popular theories about Squid Game as well as the potential of Season 2. With Squid Game being so insanely popular, it is not surprising that some of the people have come up with some theories about their favorite characters as well as the potential second season. So let's talk about that. But before we start, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you all who watched my first two videos. I really appreciated it. Also, let me know if you agree with what I said in the video in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get started. Of course, spoiler alert. Perhaps the most popular theory about Squid Game out there is that Gi-Hun might actually be Il-nam's son. Some of the evidence people noticed was that Gi-Hun's birthday was actually really close to what the old man said of his son, the 24th.
오늘이 며칠이지? 이달 24일이 우리 아들 생일이거든.
The old man also said that his son is similar to Gi-Hun when it comes to wanting chocolate milk and probably got spanked a lot when he was a kid.
저 초코우유는 없나요? 제가 흰우유를 못 먹어서요.
자네 어릴 때 아버지한테 많이 맞았겠어. 아들이 꼭 자네 같았거든.
On the marble episode, they both remember the alley as being reminiscent of their old home.
내가 옛날에 이런 동네에서 살았어.
저도요. 어릴 때 이런 비슷한 골목에서 살았었습니다.
However, I think Gi-Hun's birthday are actually kinda conflicting in the show. In the first episode, he entered his birthday as a password and we see it as the April of 26. But when it comes to the last episode, the date of birth that he gave was October the 31st.
1974년 10월 31일.
So which is it? I think this is either a mistake by the production team or Gi-Hun was simply not entering his birthday in the first episode, as Squid Game organizer would most likely know about his actual date of birth, so there's no point for him to lie about it in the last episode. As for other evidence, such as Il-nam giving him his jacket, I think it is simply a symbolism or foreshadowing that Gi-Hun will be the only winner or number one player towards the end of the game, similar to the one marble that Il-nam gave to him. As for Gi-Hun and Il-nam remembering the alleyway, in a recent interview with the director, he said that the show is designed to capture the feeling of the 70s and the 80s, as well as serving as a universal memory for those who was born around that time. Therefore, Gi-Hun, who was around 40 to 50 years old, would have played similar games as Il-nam, since their age gap isn't too big when compared to the younger generations. Therefore, it is normal for them as older generations to remember similar sight of the old alleyway. As of the milk, I think it is just a comedic relief. The theory of red envelope is that if the participants chose red color envelope at the train station, it would mean that they are joining the game as the guards. My opinion to that is, no, it is not true. Reason being that the game is designed as a last chance for the poor people to have a mean to live in the unfair society. Seeing that some and most of the participants are in debt of more than tens of millions of won,
현재 손실 6억 5천만.
it just doesn't make sense that participating as a guard can pay off that debt. I think the red guards are those who are recruited by the organizers and are properly trained, not some randomly picked strangers on the street. When director Hwang Dong-yuk was asked about this theory, his reply was, "The viewers are definitely more creative than I am. Gong-yu is simply like a facilitator who worked outside of the game." Therefore, we know that this theory cannot be true since Gong-yu is not a recruiter but simply a worker for the organizers. The idea that Ali is still alive is perhaps one of the theories that many would want to believe to be true, since that he's one of the most adored characters in the show. But how can someone whose body is shown and a bullet hole is in his face to turn out to still be alive? Not only that, it doesn't make sense that he, whose backstory is thoroughly explained, are suddenly brought back alive. If some random characters would turn out to still be alive, this would have cheapened the death shown on Squid Game. Unlike Il-nam, Ali was shown to be undead and had a clear reason to join the game.
나 이제 고향 갈 거예요. 제발요, 돈 주세요.
There were no subtle details hinting that Ali is somehow related to the guards and is able to stay alive like Il-nam. The only possible explanation I can think of would be that the old man is sympathetic towards him and let him live, which is highly unlikely seeing how he let so many innocent people kill each other for the sake of his boredom. Despite the director of the show openly stated that he's exhausted from producing, writing, and directing season 1 of Squid Game, I think with the extreme popularity it has at the moment, it's only a matter of time we see second season. There are indeed many unsolved mysteries that are waiting to be solved in the second season, such as whether Jun-ho is still alive or not. To that I think that he's definitely alive. Reason being that the frontman, who is his brother, previously shot one of the red guards in a similar distance straight at the head as he wanted to kill him. But he only shot Jun-ho at the shoulder. Perhaps he was injured, you might say, but I rather believe that he cares about his brother and is unwilling to kill his brother, who, mind you, he went through a kidney surgery to save. Second hint that could lead up to second season is definitely the ending, where Gi-Hun is determined to stop the game once and for all. This is backed up by the director in one of the interview. When asked, why did Gi-Hun dye his hair red, he replied, it is the most crazy thing that he would do at the moment, and it is something that he wouldn't have done before, symbolizing the fact that after everything he's been through, he can no longer go back to his past. It can also be understood that he is in a fury or in a rage. So yeah, second season will definitely be there, the only question is when. And that will be the end of the video. Again, I'd like to say thank you to all of you guys who supported the channel and watched the videos. Remember to like the video if you liked it, and comment below what show you would want me to cover next. I would greatly appreciate you if you press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thank you and see you next time.